before the Super Bowl.
Now I remember what.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I'm Aaron Lewis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Jiunn Liu from the Box Press Studio, Seth Geis, and from the Bastani Studio, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Need a drink.
I'm loving John's blue against that red.
Thank you. Thank you.
Pops.
He looks like you almost look like a
Looks like
Minnesota
America.
militia-man. Like,
Oh, see,
you
I
know,
got well.
like
So
there's something about you. Like I could just see like you have like 5 M16s over to your right with like a case of grenades, and
There he is.
there he is. Fucking conspiracy theory. I feel like I'm on
What's
Joe
up?
Rogan now. All right, let's
flat
go.
Earth, man. Don't let him tell you
Flat
it's not
earthers.
flat. It's
Flat
flat.
earthers, man.
Flat
All
Earth,
right.
man.
So
Ships
today,
just would fall across.
we are talking about the Plasencia Cosecha 151 San Diego. Cigar is a Corona Gorda 5 3/4 by 46. Comes out of the Tobaccos de Orient factory in Honduras. Wrapper, binder, filler, all listed as Honduras. No further information than that. Price point is $13.30, and the cigar was released in November of 2023. So with all that out of the way, June, what was your overall experience like with this cigar?
Isn't San Diego German for a whale's vagina?
What?
Come on.
That is.
Anyone else see Ron
Excellent
Burgundy?
reference.
Thank
Excellent
you.
reference.
Does anybody
Thank
know what
you.
diversity means?
Go
Sorry.
fuck yourself, San Diego.
San Diego's a
Damn
very
it, you
pleasant
got to
area.
be careful about the.
I was actually thinking San Diego, California. Okay.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
I'm Burgundy.
Uh, I thought it was a good cigar. It was like one of those darker, more rustic profiles. It had this like really nice like meatiness to it. I like a really like it's like a gay meatiness to it. I really dig that note in a cigar, especially if you pair it with like kind of
Whale's vagina.
like it's got that funk, barnyard badge funk. Gross. Um, what was I gonna say? Meatiness.
Oh man, you lost
Funk.
yourself.
Funk meatiness.
Meatiness. There's like a gamey meatiness to it.
Yeah.
Barnyard, like nice dirt grittiness to it, cedar. I really dug it. Those flavors are all like kind of the more in your face type, but they all work really well together.
All right, Seth, how about you?
You guys get in trouble with your spouses for that. You can blame me for that. It's my fault, man. What do you expect? First third, dry earth, herbal, mineral, tobacco qualities. It was, I smoked it. I didn't even need to look at it. I was like, this is going to go full Honduran. This is going to be interesting for a lot of people. Faint, soft spices, medium strength body. It really just kind of continued that way from beginning to end. Good, decent. I actually had a really bad burn in the first third, which was kind of surprising, and it fixed itself, but it did kind of reflect on that. The draw was fine. I think the biggest thing about this cigar will just be the overall impression. I think the group discussion will be the key point. So I have nothing else. John?
So we had the opportunity to smoke these at the PCA. So I kind of got an advanced insight into what it might smoke like, and it did smoke very consistently, which I guess is good. Unfortunately, the consistency here is it's a lot of Honduran tobacco. So I think if you like Honduran tobacco, like a lot of Honduran tobacco, you really like this. And the curious thing is that I'm the highest scorer historically for Honduran cigars, but I just found that the sort of mossy, vegetal, funky Honduran with the wood was just too much. It was just so overwhelming on the palate. It didn't really give my palate an opportunity to rest or enjoy any other flavors. There were other flavors that were present throughout, but they were just really pushed aside by the dominance of the Honduran tobacco. So, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. So where does that leave us? It leaves us at a 5.5 average overall experience. As with most cigars out of Plasencia, excellent construction. Burn was even throughout with no intervention, no waviness. Had a slight towards the resistance spectrum, but really really minor. So yeah, pretty average experience. Aaron, what about you?
Yeah, for me, the cigar started with musty toasted oak and baking spice. Got some earth that joined in pretty quickly. Second, third saw some chalkiness join in. Staleness transition to bitterness. Um, and baking spice transition to black pepper. Final third saw the toasted oak become charred oak. Average flavor profile for the first two thirds, lacking some balance. Final third dropped a level as the charred oak wasn't that pleasant. Not an exciting blend for a company that typically puts out exciting blends. Maybe another Vitola is the better Vitola. I don't know, but I just don't see myself really coming back to this. It's just, yeah, really didn't do it for me. All right, so let's get into the scores. We're going to start at the top with Jiunn at 6.82. Seth gave it a 5.75. John gave it a 5.6, and I gave it a 5.15. So Jiunn had that 6.82 matchup for you.
Match well. I liked it. A lot of bands equals good.
3 bands, man. It's a lot of
Yeah.
bands.
Yeah, the only thing I wish it had was some gold foil,
There you go.
How about a pigtail cap?
pigtail cap,
Ooh, that would add
Close,
some more
partially
points.
closed
maybe
foot.
a enclosed foot. Yeah, partially
Ooh,
enclosed
Partially
foot.
closed foot.
Yeah.
Soft box rest.
Yeah, and then maybe the fourth band is a bandless that's one of those stamped on, you know what I mean? That some companies do.
ooh, oh, how about laser engraved on it too,
There
man?
you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then
Step your
yeah,
game up.
then the cap says like little lasered in, it says suck here or blow here.
No, they just put the P on there.
Yeah.
So you know where to
Okay.
put your mouth in the P.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All
Yeah,
right, Seth,
good.
5.75.
You know, when I read my conclusion, I begin with saying I think it's important to try every Plasencia release, which is a very delicate way of saying, you know, you're probably not going to like this. I don't think most smokers are going to like the cigar. I don't even think Jiunn really likes it. But
He thinks he likes it, but
I
I
thought I
don't think he
did, but I
likes it.
didn't.
it's I enjoy Honduran tobacco more than a lot of smokers, and it was hard for me to really sell this to a lot of, like, I think if you really have to like Honduran stuff and really like it's kind of like, this is kind of craft Honduran Plasencia stuff, but it's not, it's a little weird, man. It's not for everybody. So, I mean, John and your score, Aaron, kind of reflects, I don't think this is going to do that great for Plasencia. And I think the Cosecha sometimes is just like released 20 years too late, or maybe
Yeah.
20 years too soon.
All right, John, 5.6.
Listen, man, you never go full Dan Lee, and they went full Dan Lee, and that's that's what happens. Like you need you need to mix it up. You can't go 100% Dan Lee. I agree with Seth. I think you got to try it. Plasencia puts out some really good cigars, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people that really like this. This is definitely not my favorite Plasencia, and I think
I
the
don't think
score reflects that.
I don't think there's going to be a lot of people that like it. I think there's going to be
There's
some who
always look. There's
there's
people.
going to
There's
there
people.
are
Listen,
there,
listen,
they're
listen.
going to like it. There will be people who like it, but it's not going to be that great.
Listen,
It's
there's people at the tasting seminar at the PCA, and they thought this was really good. We were having a conversation about it, and so the conversation went, "What do you think of the cigar?" Oh, I thought it was really good. What do you think? Interesting. Okay.
I can see two people that would really get, I don't know if they've smoked it or reviewed it, but I could
Finley.
see Bentley or Coop getting really behind the cigar. I could see it. I'm just saying right
Yeah.
now, one of them's going to get behind it and they're going to get pissed at us.
All right, my
Aaron?
5.15 matches up well. Below average flavor profile. Good construction, not great construction. So yeah, low fives. Really didn't care for it. It really just finished on a down note. So just was not good. Maybe I'll try another size down the road, larger ring gauge, just to see. But I don't know if more of this tobacco is what I need. So we'll see. Final thoughts.
Bring on the 152.
It's, yeah, I mean, The only people I think if you've liked Honduran stuff that I've smoked, if you're watching this and you've agreed with the really Honduran stuff that I've smoked and you actually remember what it is, because I don't, then you should try it. Otherwise, don't. Jiunn, sell it.
I think that some may smoke it and think this is good. And then you have a colleague that says, no, I don't think you know I don't think you think is good. But you stick to your guns. You say to them, Brock Purdy is not just a game manager. He's not quite a game changer. But he's a really fucking good game manager. Plus,
I'm gonna buy it now, Jiunn, just because.
All right. Wherever you catch this video, be sure to like and subscribe and check out the full written review on the website, developingpalace.com. Follow us on the social media channels and catch all of our review recaps on podcasts, iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Good night, San Diego.
Stay classy, San Diego.
Whale's vagina.